everybody, good morning. It's Saturday, July 9th, I believe. I wanted to take a second and do a quick recording about some things that I forgot to mention during my 2 week follow up. So I'm almost my 2 week, I'm sorry, my 3 week follow up. I know I usually record on Tuesdays, but I was so excited last Tuesday to talk about my weight loss that I forgot to talk about some other things that have been going on for me, and I thought it would be very important for me to document it for myself so that I have something to refer back to in case I have similar issues later on, and also to help those of you that might be considering weight loss surgery or um, maybe a couple weeks behind me. I'm not sure. I'm very new at this, so I know a lot of the people that are subscribed are a lot further ahead than me. But if there are some of you that are behind, I think this might be something that interests you. So, as you all know, I stayed at the hospital longer than most people because of my inability to consume my fluids. So I'm continuing to have those problems. I've noticed that there are days that my restriction is, I have a lot more restriction on some days than others. Some days I can eat and I feel fine. Some days everything I try to take down hurts me. It might be that I'm eating too much, too fast. It's trial and error right now. But one of the biggest concerns that I've had is I've had some hearing loss. If you follow me on Facebook, I know I put a comment about it like 3 weeks ago, like right after surgery, that I felt like my ears were clogged up. Like, when you're in an airplane, like you just start, like your ears, you feel that pressure. So I started feeling that in the hospital, and it didn't go away till about my second week. And this past week I started experiencing it again. So I've called my surgeon's office and discussed that problem with the nurse practitioner. And also I've discussed, like, since I've been back to work, I've had a very hard time remembering to stay hydrated. I have my water with me, but because I'm in and out of meetings or in and out of whatever I'm doing, I feel rude like drinking in front of people, so I don't do it, but it's really affecting me. I've had the past 3 days a lot of dizziness, headaches, and that hearing problem came back. So what I've been told is that it might be that my sugar levels are spiking up and then going down very low. So hyperglycemia and hypoglycemia. I have an appointment on Tuesday and hoping that we can get some labs and see how I'm doing. But one of the problems I think I had was I started drinking Gatorade. So Gatorade has a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, and it wasn't diluted. So that was my fault. I should have stuck to the G2 and dilute it. Yeah, so starting yesterday after I spoke with the nurse practitioner, I went back to broth for the rest of the evening, and then today I'm going to be sipping on broth. I had a decent breakfast. I had a poached egg with avocado and it was very good, but I think the rest of the day I'm going to have more fluids and broth and try to make sure that I stay hydrated, because I drive at my job, so I need to make sure that I don't have these dizzy spells and headaches. I feel that I might have gone back to work too soon, because even though it's a light job, because I'm out of the house for about 9 hours a day, I have to carry a lot of things with me, and I've noticed that I have a lot of fatigue lately. So hence look how I'm looking these days. But I mean, it's early in the morning and I'll get ready for work soon. But yeah, so this is the not so glamorous side of adjusting to my little baby pouch. Um, I don't have regrets about having the surgery at this point, but I do know that I've felt very frustrated. I've felt like I told people I feel like I'm an alien in my own body, and I feel that no, like I'm just not my usual happy self as I've been, and it's frustrating me. It's frustrating me that I'm not able to. I'm getting emotional again. I'm just frustrated. I I'm tired of having headaches. I'm tired of just not being me. Um, but I'm hoping it goes away soon. I'm hoping that I can get this in order. Um, you all know how my relationship is with the nurse practitioner, so that in itself was a horrible, like a difficult conversation for me to have with her on the phone because I felt like I was being like one example. She asked me, how many bites of food are you having? And I said, I don't know how many bites of food. I can tell you how many ounces. And she kept repeating, like asking me the same question, and every time she asked me, she was getting louder and like snippier with me. And I finally had to tell her, like, I serve myself 3 to 4 ounces of food and it take about 45 minutes to get my food down, and I just had to get very assertive and speak up for myself. And that's when she kind of laid back a little bit. But I'm already having a difficult time. I already know that I'm struggling with my fluid intake, with I don't need it. I don't need more of that negativity. But I've also experienced some disappointments with family and friends. I think also I I'm using it as motivation to keep going. But I've always had people that have doubted my abilities to graduate high school without getting pregnant, my ability to go to college, my ability to get a job, to be able to support myself and be financially independent. And now it's, I just hear rumors or I hear things about people commenting, people that are really close to me, commenting about whether or not I'll be able to reach my weight goals or not, and whether or not I'll be able to maintain my weight. So at this time, it's difficult for me to just I'm just struggling, and I wanted to put it out there. Um, if my family sees it, I'm sorry. This is how I'm feeling, and I hope that you guys could support me, and I hope that you could stop doubting me. Um, that's it.